We all heard of storyboards, but do we know how much it really affects the cinematography? Well, storyboards can directly influence a media product since it will decide what type of camera angles and shot types will be used in the final product. A camera angle or shot type could also indirectly affect the cinematography by expressing the mood of a character or the motives, or even emphasizing the action or situation. For example, in this storyboard of Amazing World of Gumball, mid-shots are used to provide enough room for the characters to act, whilst close-up shots are used to show the characters' facial expressions. These are used for comedic effects since the audience will see all of the acting. However, the close-up shot is used to convey that the spider is more dominant and powerful than Gumball. This is enforced by the spider biting Gumball's hands, which make the scenes much more dramatic. Storyboards will also have a massive impact on the cinematography as they will dictate how the characters will act and how the scene will play out, while sticking to the script. This means that the storyboard artist will have a lot of responsibilities and pressure as their story to be picked out of the many. Despite this, storyboard artists still have a lot of creative freedom to plan out how the characters will execute an action. Therefore, storyboards have a direct impact on the production pipeline. Storyboards could also affect the cinematography, as some storyboards could help the producers identify any mistakes within the story or the character themselves. This will help improve the whole final production, even if the changes are small. For example, in Jurassic Park, the original final scene involved the T-Rex grabbing the helicopter by its jaws. This would have been a scene where the audience are at the edge of their seats. However, they had to change it. The reason behind this could have been that they didn't have enough budget and or they found it difficult to move the animatronic so that it would grab the helicopter. So they decided that it would be simpler to remove the T-Rex, therefore influencing the character performance restrictions and narrative direction. A storyboard artist must be able to draw characters in poses that are easily readable. A good practice of this is to draw the pose and then black it out to make a silhouette. If the silhouette is unclear of what the character is doing, then the pose may not be very effective. However, if it is clear, then the pose will be effective and create a bigger impact. This is important for a storyboard artist because the final product will look more lively and visually appealing, making the product successful. Storyboard artists must be able to work out which type of camera angles they should use in order to make the scene look more interesting and appealing as possible. They must also be able to identify the impacts different camera angles and shot types will have on the mood of a scene. They must also know the fundamentals of staging and composition. They would need to know this because a great composition will make a scene more dynamic. In addition to this, they must know how to act, since a good character performance will require good acting. Also, if they get the composition and staging right, they can direct the audience attention to the important things on the screen. This is to ensure that the viewers get all the important details and information they need. It is important that a storyboard artist knows how to label a storyboard properly since they will be used by the animators and the editors. If the storyboard is not labeled properly, then the editors will not know which scene goes where. Also, the animators will not have a clue how to time the actions. In addition, the editors will not know which backgrounds to use on which scenes, and they will not know how to transition from a scene to another. Therefore, the storyboard artist must be organized and have good communication skills when working as a team or independently. If they're able to easily communicate with the rest of the team and organize each board by scenes, then the entire process will be faster. This will allow the team to apply any adjustments or editing to the storyboard before the deadline, improving the production itself. And obviously, they must be able to work under pressure within the deadline given. This is because storyboards are one of the first things that needs to be done before making an animation or a movie. If the deadline is not met, then this will have a domino effect on the production schedule itself. In conclusion, storyboard artists need to know how to compose and stage a scene, know how the characters should pose and act, know which camera angles and shot types need to be used and its effect. Good drawing skills to a point that each character and panels are clear. Good computer literacy skills and good communication skills. Being able to work independently and as a team. Be organized and most importantly, be able to work within a deadline.